Unit 1.1, Lesson 6, Chemical Names and Symbols. Learning chemistry can be compared to learning a new language. At first, the chemical names and symbols can be confusing and complex. However, patterns emerge when the names and appearances of substances are examined along with their chemical formulas. You will need to become fluent in this chemical language in order to succeed in chemistry. As a result of this lesson, you will be able to define the terms element, compound, and aqueous. You will recognize whether a substance is an element or a compound based on its chemical formula or symbol. And you'll be able to decipher some basic chemical formulas and symbols. All matter in the universe either is an element or is made of some combination of elements. Elements can be thought of as the building material for matter. There are approximately 114 known elements, each represented by a symbol. A substance that consists of two or more elements bound together is called a compound. The first letter of an element symbol is always uppercase, and if there is a second letter, it is always lowercase. The element cobalt, capital C, lowercase o, is different from carbon monoxide, capital C, capital O. Carbon monoxide is made up of one carbon atom and one oxygen atom. A chemical symbol stands for a single element. Compounds, however, are represented by chemical formulas. A chemical formula is just a combination of symbols and subscripts that indicates the number and types of elements in a compound. For example, copper oxide is made up of the elements copper and oxygen. Copper sulfate is made up of the element copper, sulfur, and 4 oxygens. Some common groupings of elements have their own specific names. For instance, when oxygen and hydrogen appear together as OH, the grouping is named hydroxide. Likewise, nitrogen and oxygen together as NO3 are called nitrate. The small subscript numbers indicate the proportion of each element. For example, NO3 has 3 times as much oxygen as it has nitrogen. If there is no subscript, the subscript is understood to be 1. Substances come in different physical forms called phases. Most of us are familiar with the solid, liquid, and gas phases of matter. Ice is what we normally call solid water. Water vapor or steam is gaseous water. A substance is aqueous when it is dissolved in water. For example, the ocean is made mostly of salt water, which is aqueous sodium chloride. Many things we think of as liquids are actually aqueous solutions, such as filtered apple juice, vinegar, and soda pop. Pure liquids, such as cooking oil, are actually less common. There are many ways to group and classify substances. One organizing approach would be to place substances with similar endings together, for example, sulfates, nitrates, and so on. Another organizing scheme would be to place all the copper substances together and all the zinc substances together, both elements and compounds. Other possibilities are to sort by liquid, solid, gas, and aqueous, or to sort by appearance. In stockrooms, chemicals that might react with each other to form dangerous products are kept apart. However, the one tool used to group and classify these substances is this language of chemistry, the chemical symbols and names. And now to wrap up. What do chemical names and symbols tell you about matter? Chemical symbols represent the elements. Each element has either a 1 or a 2-letter symbol. The first letter is always uppercase. The second letter is always lowercase. The chemical formula of a substance indicates what elements are in it as well as the relative amounts of each element in that substance. The symbols S, L, G, and AQ indicate the physical form or phase of a substance and whether it is dissolved in water.